there, bud.
I hate to say it, but you don't know what you're missing out on. Okay?
Don't care.
Oh, what is that? What is that?
It's a worm baby.
You're nasty. You're nasty. You know what else is nasty?
Hopefully.
Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are
Hopefully awesome.
That's right. A positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And today's geeky things include Dune 2. The Dune thing.
Dune.
We also got some updates on some movie news.
Ooh.
We're going to go over to the box office and see all that fun stuff.
Head on over to Boxville.
Because this is the Hopefully Awesome Show, our weekly podcast where Maggie and I chit-chat about all the nerdy news and movies from the previous week that you need to know about. Remember, if you'd like to support the channel like these fine folks, you can head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome, or you can join us right here on youtube.com/hopefullyawesome. Get access to exclusive content like our movie monthly our monthly movie commentaries. Or you can get your name in every episode, just like those fun folks did. And remember, a special shout out for our producer for the month, Strange Marvel Theories. Thank you for being our producer. Maggie, it's Monday.
It is Monday.
How the heck are you?
How the heck am I?
How the hell are you?
I'm great since I got to watch Dune 2.
Dune. You're getting a Dune. I'm bringing up.
I know.
I
can tell.
Sorry, that's why I'm completely lost.
And I'm like surrounded by all the littles. I got our dog and our baby.
You know what we was listening to before we went live? Drunken Love.
Drunken Love.
Drunken Love.
Surfboard.
Let's surf. I'm graining on that one. Graining on that.
Word.
I'm surfing on it. Surfing on it. That's it. That's all I got.
How you laugh like that just made me think of
Rio.
I'm hungry. Well, that.
Oh wait,
no,
it's hungry like the wolf. Yeah. Hungry like the wolf. I'm hungry like the wolf. That's how it goes, right? Hey Maggie, I had a procedure done over the weekend.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Started off on a Thursday.
Yep.
Went to see a doctor.
Yep.
About
some stuff.
About a horse. I don't know.
I wouldn't put it like that, man.
No, I won't get too in depth on it.
Yeah.
But I will say, they made me less of a man.
Jesus, Matt.
I'm joking.
God.
I'm joking. No, listen, here's the thing, all right? You know when you get to the bottom of like the packet of flowers and there's nothing left, and so you've run out of seed?
Yeah.
I have run out of seed.
Okay. All right. That's good.
By choice.
By choice. By choice.
Let's just say that my they're right. See, I want to take it to like the extreme. Like I want to use like the actual language, and then I'm like, nah, but I don't want to like get us banned or anything.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I'm pretty certain this would get blocked.
Yeah, so I won't. But let's just say, Henry and Vivian.
Yep, will not have another sibling
unless it's a miraculous event like
Mary?
No. Carl? No. What's his name?
Carl.
What's his name from Dune? Like Jeremy? What's his name? It's some normal
Paul?
Paul. Like Paul Atreides, all right? Immaculate.
Okay.
Immaculate contraptions.
There you go.
So that's how we work around it. Everybody knows what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Without actually saying it. Let us know in the chat if you know, what I'm saying.
No, don't.
I mean, they might get auto-blocked. Like,
yeah, but then they're going to keep on trying.
Well, then they can use other words, all right? Starts with a V,
Look.
ends with sectomy.
Okay.
There you go.
Look.
Ew. That's disgusting. That looks like a tiny diamond took a poop.
It does.
Hey Maggie, you know
Hey,
what else it
Matt.
looks like?
Your face.
I hit the wrong button.
Yeah.
It's time for the news.
Good news, everyone.
That's right, everybody. Welcome back to this week's edition of the box office numbers.
Hola, Shiny. They said I enjoyed the Cheezer review.
Oh yeah, hey.
Yeah, we did go live
We went
briefly on Saturday after we watched Dune 2.
We watched Dune 2, went across the street to KFC,
Yeah.
got the Cheeza,
Yeah.
which is a chicken pizza.
Oh,
I feel like they
changed
need a
Matt's
better name.
life.
I feel like they need a better name. Because it sounds like it's just a cheese pizza.
They should just say
Chicken pizza?
chicken parmesan with pepperoni.
No, but see, Maggie, if KFC was like, hey, we got chicken parmesan now, I wouldn't have got that shit. You gotta tell me it's a
didn't want any
pizza.
part of that.
And well, listen, here's the thing, everybody. Spoiler alert. It was actually good. I'm as shocked as everybody else. All right.
It was weird.
It was good.
It was an experience.
But remember, all that's available. We did a live stream, vertical live stream. Vertical Horizon. I think that was a band. So you can go check that out
thought
on
it
our
was-
YouTube.
Shiny thought it was a real pizza.
It's a chicken pizza.
Yeah, it's KFC like chicken tenders with pizza sauce. and
No,
mozzarella.
no, it is a pizza, but instead of crust, it's chicken.
Chicken
That is what it is.
It's KFC chicken tenders.
Maggie, you vibracious ignoramus. It's a pizza with chicken as the crust. All right. What's hard to understand? It's like a foot long cookie. It's just a cookie that's foot long. All right. Think about it.
Our baby's cute.
Yeah, he is. He's adorable.
He's just sitting in his little rocker.
He
just
liked the
smiling.
cheese.
He liked it.
Yeah, he ate like half of it. I'm joking. All right, everybody,
Oh my God.
listen. Via Box Office Mojo, the numbers, and discussing film. Here is the weekend box office report. How do I do that? Is it this? Wait. There we go.
There we go. Yay.
Weekend box office.
Whoops.
Wrong button, sorry. So, number one at the box office, new to the box office, Dune Part 2.
Dune. Dos.
Dude, you're getting a Dune. With $82.5 million, bringing its worldwide gross to $182.3 million. Already crossing $100 million in one weekend. Made twice the amount of Dune 2021, which cleared $41 million in its opening weekend and went on to gross $434.8 million. Now, keep in mind, this was a dual release where you could watch it both in theaters and on HBO Max.
Yeah.
So that could account for a little bit of the lower. Plus, it was 2021. Still, people, not necessarily wanting to go to the theater at that point, which we were one of them. Then it made 13 times more than the original Dune 1984. Which opened to $6 million and went on to gross $27.5 million.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a bomb. It did not do
It has
well.
the captain in it, Matt.
I
And
know, man.
Sting.
Are we going to watch it? We're going to go back and
I
watch
don't know.
I don't want to.
I don't want to either, man. It looks so bad.
I think they did a Dune miniseries. I think I'm getting that mixed up with the Dune movie. Because there was a Dune, I'm pretty sure there was a Dune miniseries that had James Patrick Kirk Pecan.
Patrick Stewart.
There it is.
Sir Patrick Stewart. How dare you?
Like I said, Pecan.
Jerry said, how you doing?
How you doing?
Mm.
Ah, that's funny. Good job, Jeriana. This is the same exact number as the debut of Oppenheimer. So Oppenheimer's opening weekend was the exact same
It's going to
82.5
smash that. It's going to be $1 billion.
which went on to make $950 million. I don't know, Maggie.
Billion.
Do you think Dune 2 has the staying power of Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I agree. It'll probably get there quicker.
It'll get there quicker.
Yeah.
Definitely whenever it goes. Well, I mean, it's already
multi-platinum.
Yeah. I meant like to other countries and stuff, which I know it has, but like when it just blows up.
Yeah, I want to say it's not opened up in the Chinese market yet. So, I mean, that'll be a huge boost, of course. And here's the fun thing. Of course, we got a movie coming out this weekend, which we'll cover here in just a second. Then we have a bye week where there's not anything like huge coming out. Nice. And then the following week is Ghostbusters. Woo. So, like, it has a good 2 weekends that it could really rank in. I mean, obviously, this weekend there's a pretty significant release, but I don't think it'll eat too much of its audience.
Bustin' makes me feel good.
Bustin' makes me feel good. It just makes me feel good. Over 20% of the domestic box office was gross from IMAX screens alone.
Ooh.
And premium screens, that would be like the MXC and all that stuff, account for over 50%.
Dang, man.
Yeah. So like what we watched it on would be considered a non-premium screen.
Thanks a lot, AMC.
Yeah. I love how they like, not only was it not a premium screen, but they actually didn't even fill out the whole screen. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Like there was the screen and then like just a little bit smaller. It was like maybe like 95% of the screen. But like all the way around, like it could have easily just been, and they just didn't.
No.
Remember when we went and watched? What was it? Was it Haunted Mansion? And like it overlapped the sides of the walls.
It drove me insane.
Dude, that's the worst.
And I had to do like reset the projector at school that I used for my smart board. Oh my god, it'd drive me insane if like just a little bit of it was over the bezel of the board. And I'm like,
good job using the word bezel. Good job. Let's see here. At number 2, dropping from the number 1 slot, Bob Marley, One Love, with $7.4 million, bringing its domestic gross to $82.7 million, and its worldwide gross to $146 million. At number 3, staying in the number 3 slot, Ordinary Angels, with $3.8 million, bringing its domestic total to $12.5 million. And that's actually all that it's made because it hasn't opened up worldwide yet.
Wow.
At number 4, new to the box office, was The Chosen, season 4, episodes 7 and 8. I believe the season finale. I believe. Made
think so.
$3.2 million. And rounding out the top 5, believe it or not, dropping from the number 4 slot, Madam Web.
Way go, girl.
With an additional $3.1 million.
Way to stay in there, girl.
Bringing its domestic gross to $40.4 million and its worldwide gross to $91 million. Rounding out the top 10 at number 6, dropping from number 5, was Migration, out of the top 5 finally, with $2.5 million, bringing its domestic gross to $123.4 million, worldwide gross to $276.9 million. I'd say this will be the last weekend. It's got quite a bit, especially with the release coming out. Number 7, dropping from the number 2 slot, was Demon Slayer. Brought in an additional $2 million, bringing its domestic gross to $15.7 million and worldwide gross to $36.7 million. Number 8, dropping from the number 7 slot, is Wonka.
Timothée
Chalamet, just rocking the box office, you know, in the same weekend.
Yeah,
both the number 1 and number 8 movie.
But I mean,
it's a big release, obviously.
It did very well.
So I guess Warner Brothers just like fucking loves Timothée Chalamet now.
Oh yeah, I bet that's their. Even though they made a deal with Tom Cruise, that's their new Tom Cruise.
I like it. If they were smart, they'd get him in the DC universe. I don't know who he would play. Robin.
Yeah, Robin.
Like Jason Todd. Jason Todd Robin.
I like that. Did you hear me?
Actually, I think he could do a good Tim Drake.
He would.
Yes, I heard you.
Calendar Man. I was supposed to do it as a joke.
But he would be a really good Tim Drake.
He would.
Yeah. Anyway.
He would fit that because he's slender like Tim Drake is.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I could see him with a bow staff.
Yeah.
You know, do really good. It's crazy.
Hire him.
At number... Wait, I didn't finish that. Wonka made $1.7 million, bringing its domestic gross to $216.7 million, and its worldwide gross to $624.8 million. Number 9, dropping from number 6, is Argyle with $1.4 million, bringing its domestic gross... Wow, this is terrible. to 43.9 million, and its worldwide gross to 92 million. I'm surprised. I thought Argyle was further along than that.
No.
That's terrible. At number 10, rounding out the top 10, dropping from the number 9 slot, The Beekeeper. Should the guy with $1.1 million bring its domestic gross? This fuck's been in the box office for like 15 weeks, and it's only at 64.9 million.
Yeah.
Good God. 64.9 million worldwide gross to $124.9 million. So, Maggie, it's time to play Guess the box office. In the world. All right, everybody, remember to you can play along at home if you'd like to. Each correct movie in the top 5 is worth 1 point. So if you guess a movie and you think that it'll be the number 3 movie, but it's actually the number 2 movie, you still get a point for having it in the top 5. You can also get a point if you have the movie in the correct slot. So if you guess a movie is number 3 and it's in number 3, that means you get 2 points. 1 for having it in the top 5 and 1 for having it in the correct slot. And if you get all 5 movies correct in the correct slot, in the top 5, you get an additional 5 points. Whoop, whoop. So each week you have the possibility of earning 15 points. So currently, the weekend box office top 5 was Dune at number 1, Bob Marley at number 2, Ordinary Angels. I almost said no Ordinary Angels. Ordinary Angels at number 3, The Chosen at number 4, and Madam Web at number 5. Our picks from last week.
Oh, God.
So the current score is Matt 8 to Maggie 7. We both had Dune at number 1. We both had Bob Marley at number 2. Maggie had Demon Slayer at number 3.
Dang it.
I had The Chosen at number 3. Maggie had The Chosen at number 4. I had Demon Slayer at number 4. Maggie had Ordinary Angels at number 5, and I had Migration at number 5.
Oh, man.
So that means that Maggie actually won.
By a point, guys.
Mm-hmm. She is now ahead. So she got 2 points for Dune, 2 points for Bob Marley, no points for Demon Slayer, 2 points for The Chosen because you had it in the right slot, and 1 point for Ordinary Angels. This is probably the best either one of us has done. In a weekend. Like you've got like the most points in one weekend. So
way to go.
Way to go. You did great. You did really good. I got 2 points for Dune, 2 points for Bob Marley, 1 point for The Chosen, and no points for Demon Slayer or Migration. Of all the weeks for Migration to...
Man, and I really hate myself for not just sticking with Madam Web in my top 5. I'm really mad at myself.
I mean, you know. That's it. That's all I got. that was everything I had for you. So... opening next weekend, we have, of course, Kung Fu Panda 4 and Imaginary, which we started the trailer for and did not finish.
Because we could not get Viv distracted long enough to not pay attention to it because she kept on hearing a kid talk.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't want her to be scared of a teddy bear.
No.
So, but it is a Blumhouse picture.
Yeah.
If you're unaware, the synopsis goes as this. When Jessica moves back into her childhood home with her family, her youngest stepdaughter, Alice, develops an eerie attachment to a stuffed bear named Chauncey.
Yeah.
She finds
Chauncey.
She finds in the basement. Alice starts playing games with Chauncey that begin playful and become increasingly sinister. As Alice's behavior becomes more and more concerning, Jessica intervenes only to realize Chauncey is much more than the stuffed toy bear she believed him to be. That is Imaginary. Again, this is a Blumhouse picture. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
An R-rated horror film.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. And we also have Kung Fu Panda 4 opening up. So, I'll bring up the top 5 from this week so that you have that in mind.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to get the list pulled up.
Okay.
Maggie, what are your picks?
I'm going to say for number 1 next week.
Number 1.
Dune.
Wow, you're going to keep Dune too, huh?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay. You don't think Kung Fu Panda?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Dune.
Okay.
And then
I respect it.
At number 2, Kung Fu Panda 4.
Nice.
Then number 3, I'm going to say Bob Marley.
Okay. Bob Marley, yeah.
Yep. All right, this is where things get weird.
Let's get weird.
Let's get weird. At number 4, man.
I know it's tough.
Yeah, it's really tough because like I'm trying to. How much did Ordinary Angels make?
No, you're fine. Ordinary Angels made an impressive
okay.
$3.8 million. And keep in mind, odds are the people that went and watched that more than likely would be families. More than likely would be going to Kung Fu Panda.
Okay.
If I had to guess.
I'm going to say number 4 is going to be Imaginary.
Okay. I'm in a thing.
I see you.
Ordinary.
He's
all
just
right.
being all cute. I can't help it.
And then
number 5. Let's just do it. Hell with it. Madam Web.
Oh my God. Really? You're going to put Madam Web, number 5.
Madam Web. Madam Web.
I mean, you're kicking yourself for not doing it last time. So
Hey,
I'll give
am.
you
Hey, gotta have faith.
But you gotta have faith. All right. I'm going to go against my better judgment.
Okay.
I'm going to say Kung Fu Panda 4 takes the number 1 slot.
Against Dune?
I really think it will. Only because a lot of people went and watched Dune.
Yeah.
Now, I do think Dune 2 is going to stick around for a while. But I just think that Kung Fu Panda 4 is going to hit this weekend and then die off pretty quick. And I think that Dune 2 will do great. Honestly, I could see them both doing like over 50 million each. But I mean, I still think that's probably about as far as it goes. So I'm going to go Kung Fu Panda 4, Dune 2 at number 2. At number 3, I mean, I really don't expect Bob Marley to stick around, but it stayed.
Bob's staying strong, man.
How much did it make this weekend? Was it a lot? Let's see here. This weekend it made 7.4.
It's a good thing you're cute, buddy.
I'm gonna say. Okay. I'm banking on everyone going and watching Kung Fu Panda 4 and Dune 2.
Okay.
And then I think you're going to get the sub group. Is he okay? Oh boy. You okay, buddy? Yeah. Sorry, buddy. We had to check on our child here. He's okay. He's okay. Okay, so I'm going to say Imaginary. Okay. But I think it's going to be a huge drop.
Okay.
Like, I think Dune 2, again, over 50. I think Imaginary is less than 10.
Okay.
I just think that it'll still edge out Bob Marley, which I'm going to leave at number 4. And then I'm going to put Ordinary Angels.
Okay.
At number 5. Ordinary Angels. All right. So, our picks for next week. Maggie at number 1, Dune 2. Number 2, Kung Fu Panda 4. Number 3, Bob Marley. Number 4, Imaginary. Number 5, Madam Web.
Yeah.
And then my top 5 is Kung Fu Panda 4 at number 1. Dune 2 at number 2. Imaginary at number 3. Bob Marley at number 4. And Ordinary Angels at number 5. We don't have any in the same slot.
Okay.
We're completely different. I know, because we've been like in sync a lot.
Yeah.
Which not that, I mean, obviously we want to.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, we want to play it to like get points and stuff, but still, like we both think a lot of the same stuff.
Yes.
But this has been Guess the Weekend Box Office. All right.
Thank you for watching Main Justice.
This is Main Justice.
Shiny has told us a reminder.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget to lube that tube.
Hey, listen. the drier. Where do you think the butter comes in? All right, you know what I'm saying? Well, I was shiny. Oh my gosh, y'all are great in chat. I love it. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work, everybody. Yeah. So now that we've covered all the box office, it's time to go into the next stories.
Headlines.
Headlines. Get ready, because the heads are rolling with headlines. Oh no, I lost my head. Headlines. I'm trying to do like a radio.
I can tell. It's not
going out. New releases. We got some decent releases coming out this week. I'm actually kind of excited. Starting off on Sunday, the Oscars will be airing on ABC. So if you're interested in the Oscars, remember we've got I'm Just Kidding.
Yeah, he's performing it live.
And so is Billie Eilish is also doing.
Yeah. But who would have thought in the year of our Lord 2024 that we would hear Ryan Gosling?
Our Lord Satan, just to be clear.
Yours, probably.
Our Lord Dune Bucket.
Our Lord Dune Bucket. There we go.
Good golly, Miss Dune. Anyways, we wouldn't imagine
to have Ryan Gosling single. I'm Just Kidding live at the Oscars.
It's true. And that'll be on Sunday. We'll probably recap it next Monday and go over some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to be talking Kung Fu Panda 2 or 4, whatever the hell it is, next week as well. But I'm sure we'll have a segment on the Oscars probably. So, then on digital, on Tuesday, we get Argyle.
Yeah.
On Netflix, on Friday, we get the movie Damsel.
Has Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
Millie Bobby Brown, baby. Millie Bobby Brown. Uncle Bobby B. from Transformers.
Yes, I know.
Right, go.
I feel like every time it starts to open up.
Why?
We were very interested in that, weren't we?
Yes, because she, the basic premise is it's like a medieval movie.
But she marries a prince.
And she's, no, I think they have to like sacrifice a princess each year to a dragon.
Yeah, but not each year. But I think it's
ever so often.
But she marries a guy in the trailer, and his mom is the one that throws him down there with the dragon.
Her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's about her like trying to survive the dragon.
Yeah.
But it's not like, it seems more realistic. Well, not really real, but it's not like a fantasy movie, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it's much more like a horror film almost.
Almost like action.
Yeah, like it's like Alien. It's like Alien, but it's a dragon. It's like a dragon alien. All right. I mean, it could be good.
Okay.
If I can get past the medieval stuff, like that's one of my. I don't like magic. You know, I like some magic, but like, you know, like Lord of the Rings, just like what the hell are they talking about? You know,
quit dissing.
Hey, I just want to piss Billy off. Okay?
I know.
On Prime on Thursday we get Ricky
Stenicki. And John Cena has made an OnlyFans with really funny puns.
It's true. It's not R-rated.
No,
it's like G-rated. But it's just the way he says it. It's ridiculous.
And the pictures that somebody screenshot.
Yes. Because I didn't want to sign up for an OnlyFans account just to watch his stupid puns, you know.
But yeah.
But it looks funny.
I'm excited.
Apparently you can call him. There's like a Ricky Stenicki hotline that you can call. So just throwing that out there. On Max on Friday we get Wonka.
Oh my gosh, Viv will be pumped.
Yes, we're definitely gonna watch that. On Hulu and Disney Plus on Thursday, Poor Things, Oscar nominated. Poor Things. I don't want to watch it.
I don't want to.
I'm just letting everybody know that that's where it's gonna be.
I don't.
So you can watch it
like
if you want to.
Mm-mm.
It's weird that it's somebody said because it showed the poster for it and it said Disney Plus. And they're like, we're one step closer to the Poor Things level of Kingdom Hearts. Oh, that's funny.
Oh my god.
On Paramount Plus this week, we get Mean Girls 2024.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm excited to finally get to watch that. And What Happens Later comes out on Showtime, so it's Paramount Plus with Showtime. If you have that level of it, it comes out on Sunday.
But what is that?
That is the Meg Ryan directed rom-com.
With the dude from X-Files.
David Duchovny, show some fucking respect, all right?
Hey, Bubble.
I want to believe, Maggie.
I believe. I believe.
No, we can't. We can't go further. She went, I believe in a thing I love. Could have done that. Don't get me wrong, I love the Book of Mormon, but like we can't sing any of that right now. Just can't. New trailers that dropped this week. We got the first trailer for Taylor Swift's The Eras Tour Taylor's version. It's Disney Plus on March 14th. That's got to be one of the longest titles of a film.
It's up there, I think.
Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour, Taylor's version. I feel like that's got to be one of the
you
ones.
get semicolon and parentheses.
And apostrophe. We also got the first trailer for Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead remake. That's right. It hits theaters on April 12th. And
one movie I did not think they would ever touch.
Why would they? And I mean, I'll be honest, by trailer, I mean 30 seconds. It's like nothing.
Yeah.
Like it's like, hey, we're making this.
Hey,
and it comes out in a month.
And it's an old lady, of course.
Yeah, with a holy Bible. I mean, like, I'm not going to watch it in theaters.
No.
But, like, if it gets, like, big reviews, I might check it out.
I never thought that movie would be touched.
Was it Christina Applegate? Yeah. I remember watching it as a kid, but, like...
That was one of my brother's, like, favorite movies watching growing up. Wow. So anytime it was on, we watched it.
Yeah.
Which I enjoyed it.
I always, for some reason, I don't know if I just watched them at the same time, but I always equate Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead and Drop Dead Fred together.
Okay.
Which is a stupid, terrible movie also, like, just to be clear. But
I think I learned about petty cash from Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. I learned about petty cash.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Listen, if they're going to do a remake of the Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, let's remake House Arrest. You know? What was that? Just get Jamie Lee Curtis back in it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, with her boob window from last week.
Don't bring that up again.
Hey, I'm owning it. All right? I'm owning it.
You're getting your shovel.
I've got my Dune bucket.
Bye, everybody. Good night. Right, have a fun time.
First trailer for The Strangers Chapter 1 was released. It hits on May 17th. And I guess, I don't know, correct me in the chat, I might be wrong, but I think it's the first part of a 3-part, like Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3. And all 3 come out this year? Like, that's what I heard from the guy I follow on Twitter. Now, he did used to work for somebody. I think he got laid off, but I don't know. Well, I mean, you know how like the news sites are doing right now.
The business.
Yeah, they're fucking laying everybody off because they suck. They're like, who needs reporters when we can have AI just write everything.
Henry here, he agrees.
Does he?
He says it's been hard trying to keep a job as a reporter.
He would know.
His middle name's Clark.
That's true. I almost forgot. Garfield dropped a new trailer, and it hits on May 24th, Maggie's birthday, 2024.
Whoop, whoop.
Maggie,
turn 35.
How you feeling about Garfield?
I mean, I like the animation.
Mm-hmm.
I like baby Garfield. He's really cute, big ol' eyes. But I don't know about this take that his dad shows up.
Yeah. Like I was down.
And it's Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. Like I was down with like everything that's like standard Garfield fare.
Yeah.
But then like once they start adding in the other animals, like I don't care.
No, I want a normal to show up so you can torture normal.
And like there's some of the bits that is like straight from the comic strip.
Yeah.
And like I like that. But like I feel like it's gonna end up being like a Charlie Brown movie where it's just like not what I want. Yeah. Like it's close, but it's not it.
It's not gonna be it.
Yeah.
And everybody's gonna be like, "Why they have to mess this one up? They could have just brought in Bill Murray."
Yeah, God. Yeah, it'll definitely.
Breckenmeyer.
Oh my God, it'll definitely get put on.
And Jennifer Love Hewitt.
God damn it, Maggie. It'll be put on his shoulders. Chris Pratt. That's who I'm trying to think. I couldn't think of his name. We also got the first trailer for Ashana Not Shyamalan's The Watchers. Which hits theaters on June 7th. I'm unsure. Do you want to look up how they're related to M. Night Shyamalan? I do find it interesting, both not Shyamalan.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I mean, they're related, obviously.
Oh, it's his daughter.
Oh, okay.
She's super pretty.
This, I'll be honest, this movie looks decent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had no expectations at all. Not just, I mean, not for any specific reason. Just hadn't even heard of it.
This is the first one she's done.
But it looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
It might be like a monster movie, kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, it's a Shyamalan flick, so it's probably got some sort of twist in there. You know?
Servant.
Oh, that's
Old.
Servant's the one, the Apple TV thing.
Okay.
With Rupert.
Oh, yeah.
Rupert.
Let's see. She's like a producer on The Servant.
I like the fake baby doll.
And she's like a assistant director on Old.
Oh, so there we go.
That's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
Good on her.
What's it called? Nepotism.
She's a nepo baby.
No, I'm joking. Obviously, if she's talented, I say, you know, who gives a crap. Do you want to show the camera?
Oh, let me make it bigger.
Boink. It's just that's what you said.
No, I did not say boink.
No, but you said let me make it bigger.
The picture, you
I know. That's the joke.
Shani says The Watchers looks interesting and we should watch Servant.
I don't know, that baby doll freaked me out. You know? Like, I don't know. Plus it's on Apple TV Plus. And like we've got it, but I hate using that app. Like it's such a pain in the ass, you know. Not as bad as the Prime app. The Amazon Prime
app, God.
It's terrible.
Wait,
like who the fuck designed this thing?
Peacock.
Peacock's bad, but I mean Prime takes the cake.
Yeah, it is the worst. And what about Paramount? I can't remember how
Paramount. It's gotten better.
Yeah,
it's still not great.
God, at the beginning it was awful.
Yeah, I remember. I feel like HBO's was terrible at the beginning, also.
Especially when they merged.
Yeah. Anyway, nobody does it. Like, honestly, I think Disney Plus has probably the best layout. I mean, sure, Netflix, but I feel like
but like every now and then you lose what you've been watching.
Yeah, and like they like to change up the categories and stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like with Disney Plus, there's like those 5 banners that like, you know, if you want Star Wars, Pixar, Marvel, yeah, like there's your home row, as one might put it. You know,
Optimus Prime took a cake. That's what Eric asked.
Optimus Prime took a cake.
Yeah.
Boink. I don't get it. Let us know what you mean, Eric. I don't get it.
Hola, Eric.
New Rotten Tomato scores. The show Shogun on FX is at 99% on Rotten Tomatoes. We got to watch the show.
Yeah, a lot of, I mean, it even had, like, whenever I saw, like, snippets of it online, I was like, that looks really good.
It looks really good.
This looks like a show my dad would be into, but then I would join in. Yeah.
Do you think Tom Cruise shows up?
One can only hope.
As the last samurai.
One could only hope.
I'm joking, obviously.
I know.
Which, The Last Samurai is actually a good movie. Oddly enough.
It is.
You wouldn't expect it.
No.
But it's actually really good.
I didn't expect it.
Very respectful.
Yeah.
Oddly enough.
Yeah.
It's really good. Also, Spaceman, the Adam Sandler movie, debuted with a 57% on Rotten Tomatoes. However, it has an 81% audience score. Did you know the Riddler from the Batman plays the giant spider in the movie? Yeah, he does. It's weird. I
I'm
still
down to
wanna
watch
check
it.
out.
I
Why
really
not?
want to watch it. I love me some Adam Sandler.
Yeah, and I mean it's one of his more dramatic things. So, you know.
Eric said, Matt, you said prom takes the cake.
Oh, Eric, you listen. I don't pay attention to what I say.
He's talking about
okay?
Amazon Prime.
No, I mean he knows he's making fun like Optimus Prime, but like you're implying that I remember what I said at any point. All right, like
Y'all should know.
it comes out and like I'm barely paying attention most of the time. What?
Brandon Heaton in chat. We're officially in Kung Fu Panda 4 week. I'm rewatching the first 3 in preparation for Thursday, which I'm seeing on Thursday.
Skadoosh. Oh, is that in the chat?
Yeah, he said that.
Nice. Our daughter, we've got our daughter saying it.
She says
It's
it
great.
funny though.
Yeah, she's like skoosh.
Skadoosh.
No, I'm very, very excited
we're
to
excited.
check out Kung Fu Panda 4.
Yeah.
Everybody was Kung Fu Panda.
And also, Tenacious D released Britney Spears cover.
Yeah, okay, so did that finally come out? Can you listen to it?
I'm not sure. I'll check it out.
Okay, because I saw the short of them, and I'm waiting with bated breath. And how this song fits into Kung Fu Panda 4, I have no idea, but it does, and that makes me even more excited. Honestly, Kung Fu Panda 4 looks fantastic. Very excited for it. Very, very. Also, new Rotten Tomatoes score. We got Dune Part 2 debuted with a 96%.
It's not on here yet.
I need it. I need my Tenacious D. Friendship is rare. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Friendship is rare. My derriere. You remember when I was watching Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers?
You about died.
Dude. I mean, I wasn't
started
expecting...
playing that song. He's like, no.
I mean, why in God's name would Tenacious D play in the Chip and Dale movie, you know? And it did. And it was amazing.
Yeah.
What a great movie. Fantastic movie. New dates for everybody. The sequel to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem will now release on October 9th, 2026. So, almost 3 years away. What?
I saw the next thing.
Oh,
what?
yeah. The Naked Gun reboot starring Liam Neeson will release on July 15th, 2025.
They're getting Liam Neeson to do it.
Maggie,
And I'm pretty certain that the guy that used to be in them, his first name was...
Leslie Nelson. Leslie Nelson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just funny to me.
No, it's funny. You know,
LN.
Akiva from The Lonely Island is the director. And produced by Seth MacFarlane.
Sign me up.
It's gonna be ridiculous.
It's gonna be so stupid.
It really
Those
will be.
movies are so stupid.
I do think Liam Neeson can pull it off.
He can.
Because you need somebody really dry, but
Yeah.
also knows comedy.
Yeah.
And I feel like he can do it.
Yeah, he can.
I still don't think it's necessary.
I don't think so
know.
either. Because, I mean, you got to think back then when they were making those movies.
Yeah.
You had Hot Shots.
Yeah.
And
It
all
was-
those.
I mean,
There's
even,
parody
like,
movies like everywhere.
There were comedy movies. Like, we don't even get comedy movies.
we
You know what I
don't.
mean? Like, we barely get comedy in a movie. You know?
Yeah.
Like, when was the last time we had, like, a huge comedy movie, let alone, like, a year full of them? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, anyway.
Used to, every time you turn around, there was one.
Will Ferrell's playing basketball. Now he's a newsman.
Now he's an ice skater.
Now he's driving a race car. You know? It's just anything
he
else.
can't do
you know?
no wrong.
Rob Schneider is the Steepler.
Rob Schneider is
Derby, 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 derby.
the animal. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
The animal?
Well, because he did the hot chick, and then the animal. And then South Park just started, he's like, now he's the Stapler. Rob Schneider sucks, by the way, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
sucks.
know.
I think I got sucks sometimes.
Eric said, "Oh snap, Matt rocking the hopefully awesome shirt." Noise.
Yeah, check it out, everybody. I got this over on our store.
We are in agreement, Eric.
Check out the pinned comment for 10% off.
Kung Fu Panda trilogy is awesome.
Yes, it is.
And Eric says, Tenacious D, Rise of the Phoenix, great CD.
Yes.
And Jack Black is always great as Poe.
The cover of Rise of the Phoenix. Have you seen it?
I think I saw it.
Where it's just, yeah. It's fantastic. Honestly, but I gotta say, Pick a Destiny, still a great movie. Like we watched it.
Yes.
Well, like what, 3 years ago?
I swear the beginning of it with Meatloaf singing as his dad was stuck in my head the other day.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's what it does.
I love that.
Use the gong. God, I love it. I love it so much. Let's see here. Bad Boys 4 final release date update for everybody. Bad Boys 4 will now release on June 7th. It's being pushed up by 1 week. And I think that's June 7th this year.
Okay. Yeah, it's supposed to be.
We haven't watched the third one yet, which I don't think you ever even watched the second one, right?
No, we started it, and then we were like, it's not as good as the first one.
No, we didn't even like the first one that much.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
I can't remember, man.
I remember, well, like, because I loved them growing up.
Yeah.
And, like, I remember going to watch Bad Boys 2 when it hit theaters.
Yeah.
And, like, I thought it was hilarious. Like, there's this one part where this lady, she's like, you motherfuckers need Jesus. I thought that was hilarious, right? But, you know, then we tried to watch it, and I don't know. I don't know. I think it's because it's a Michael Bay movie. It just doesn't hold as much weight as I wanted it to.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe Bad Boys 3 is really good. Everything okay?
I think Lucy's leaving.
All right, everybody. Say bye-bye to Lulu. She's out. Drop some Lus in the chat, everybody.
She's warm.
I don't blame her. Get out from under these lights.
What is up, bro?
So now let's get into some more headlines. Via Bloody Disgusting, Maggie. A horror movie about the Willy Wonka experience titled The Unknown is in the works. The film follows a couple haunted by the death of their son, Charlie, as they escape to the remote Scottish Highlands where an unknowable evil awaits them.
Dang, man, they work fast.
Like, of course, there's already a movie coming out about this. Let us know in the chat what's your thoughts on the Willy Wonka experience. It's taken over the internet over the past, I guess, only a week. Like, it's only been a week, and I feel like I've heard nothing but the story.
It's blown so many people's minds. Like,
how it's so bad.
These people just got away with it.
Dude.
Well, almost got away with it.
And they would have got away with it, too, if it hadn't been for those meddling kids and their dog.
And their parents.
I was doing Scooby-Doo.
I know. I know you were, but...
Anyway. Via The Hollywood Reporter, Wendell Pierce has been cast as Perry Watt in James Gunn's Superman.
Yeah.
Not Superman Legacy.
It's just Superman.
Via James Gunn. Overjoyed to be announcing the start of principal photography on Superman today, February 29th, which just so happens to be, coincidentally and unplanned, Superman's birthday. When I finished the first draft of the script, I called the film Superman Legacy. By the time I locked the final draft, it was clear the title was Superman. Making our way to you, July 2025. Happy birthday, Clark. Up, up, and away.
Travis Mitchell. He says, greetings and happy spring, guys. Thanks for all the entertainment and laughs. You guys are truly awesome. Thanks for the super chat, Travis.
Hey, thanks, Travis. Dropping a super chat on us. Look at that. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate you,
You the
Travis.
best, Travis.
You're the best in the biz. I don't know why I said it that way. Nah, well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Man.
It's very, very kind. Very kind of you, sir. So yeah, we also got the logo. I didn't put it in the thing here on the TV, but there is a new logo.
Yeah,
the
it
Superman
looks
logo.
pretty sweet.
Looks similar to most
Yeah.
Superman logos.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like super wild.
No,
Different,
it's not.
which is good.
No, yeah.
Like, I would say it kind of reminded me a little bit of like somewhere between like the Man of Steel logo and like the Superman. What is it? The new animated Superman with Jack Quaid.
Oh, the.
Or it's almost like it's more angled.
Ah, dang it! What is it called?
Like it's got more lines than curves.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, I don't know. I think it looks really good, honestly. I mean, I'm just excited for a Superman movie. The fact that we've not had a movie called Superman Like, we had Superman the movie.
Yeah, but
And
not just...
technically in the script, Eric Voss pointed this out, technically in the script, it was called Superman. And they just added the movie for marketing and stuff.
Wow.
But still, I can't just go out and buy a Superman. It's got to be called Superman the movie. So
My Adventures with Superman, Shawnee says.
Yes. So I feel like that logo from that and like the Man of Steel. Somewhere between those two, I feel like is what it is. What?
Travis says that our logo on your shirt looks like one of those soft cookies with the colored frosting sprinkles you see at the grocery store.
That's exactly what it is.
That's I like it.
You should try tasting it.
Don't do it.
Listen, I'm not telling you to buy a shirt and then lick it. All right, I'm not telling anyone to do that. But if you do, and you send us a picture of it, maybe it makes our big TV back here. All right, just saying. I'm not saying do it. We cannot be held legally responsible for how you interact with your clothing once it is in your possession. All right, that's all I'm saying. Oh, is Henry happy?
Yeah.
Well, speaking of things to be happy for, hey, there he is. Hey, buddy. I'm
gonna smile. Say no. I want to know why all these lights are on.
It's like, what is all this crap?
Why am I back in the hospital?
God, he's gotten so much bigger.
Yes, he has.
Via IGN, Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill will reunite as Batman and the Joker for one final project. That project, Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3.
Heck yeah.
So, for those who've been watching the past couple of weeks, Maggie and I have been getting caught up on the Tomorrowverse, which is the new DC animated universe in films only. They've been releasing, I believe, since 2020. Start off with Superman, the Man of Tomorrow, hence the Tomorrowverse.
Yeah.
And then it was followed up with Justice Society World War II, which started The Flash, oddly enough. And then followed that up with Batman The Long Halloween Part 1 and Part 2. And then there's more since then. But we have now watched those 4 films. And I gotta say, I'm really enjoying this.
The Batman The Long Halloween was awesome.
It was excellent. It was very, very good. And like
I was shocked.
Yeah. And like we got the deluxe set or whatever. Like, I mean, we just bought it on iTunes, and it's like it's cut as one long movie.
Yeah.
So it's like 2 hours and 45 minutes long, but it's really good.
It's really good.
And like I love Catwoman in it.
Yes.
Like the character, the way that they portray Catwoman, and it's just really, really solid.
Well, and reminds me of the new 52 Catwoman to me.
Yeah.
Reminds me a lot of her.
Yeah. Not to mention Jensen Ackles.
Yes.
Fantastic Batman.
And Josh Duhamel.
Yeah, as Harvey Dent. Fantastic.
Huh.
Dude. And like, honestly, I was kind of surprised because I thought Justice Society World War II was phenomenal. And so to see like going from that, like a multiverse type story to just a standard Batman story, like, but it worked so well. I mean, it's just really good. Yeah. I'm really digging this Tomorrowverse. And like the next one we watch is Green Lantern, Beware My Power, and I'm very excited to watch that. And then the rest of them, from then on, all the rest of them are on Max. So if anybody's trying to get caught up, the only 2 that's not on Max currently is the Long Halloween and the Green Lantern. But yeah, because I'm wanting, for love of God, I already bought Crisis on Infinite Earths and I want to watch it. But like when I found out, all these movies connect, I was like, well, shit, I gotta watch these first. And man, it's so good. Just such a good universe. Yeah. The art has really grown on me. Oh, he's so happy. Hey, buddy.
Oh, are you being shy now?
I love it. He's so adorable. All right. And then next up, via CNBC.
What?
Warner Brothers is no longer pursuing a merger with Paramount.
Oh, man. Probably for the best, because as John Oliver says, big business daddy isn't happy with us.
He is so mad at us all the time. I mean, I was kind of rooting for it because maybe David Zaslav would have got shit canned, you know.
Yes.
But apparently that's not going to happen.
Or a payout. But Paramount's like, no, we don't mess with this guy. He's making movies disappear.
God, Zaslav sucks ass. Did you see the entire plot of Cody versus Acme got released online? Like the entire, scene for scene, beat for beat.
Dang.
Was just dropped online. Yeah, like you can just go out and read the whole thing, which sucks because I want to watch it.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
it'll never see the light of day.
Yeah, which is so stupid. God, it sounds hilarious, and like I've heard nothing but positive things from people that's actually watched it. You know, and then David Zaslav's like, "Oh, we want $30 million tax write-off for it."
You could have made
piece of shit.
At least more.
He could have made more by putting it on Max. You know?
Yeah.
Or he's an idiot.
He's stupid.
Fuck David Zaslav. All right.
All right.
Just to be clear.
I gotta get caught up on chat. Hopefully, if Henry keeps us cool. Here you go. All right. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Eric said, "Heck yeah, pick a Destiny. 10 out of 10. I just got that on Blu-ray.
Nice.
It got released 2 weeks ago. I think it was only on DVD before.
Oh wow, that's awesome. I didn't know that.
He also says, speaking of James Gunn, I just realized he and Zack Snyder made Dawn of the Dead.
Yes, that's true.
And Eric said, I got a hopefully awesome mug. I am not liking it, though. LOL.
Licking.
Oh, licking. Yeah. I am not licking it, though. Sorry, my man. Sorry.
I'm assuming. He may not like it either.
No, I think he meant licking it.
That's fair.
And
because remember I told everybody to lick their shirts.
Travis said the Superman logo is the Kingdom Come logo, but yellow instead of black.
Yes, okay.
It'd be cool if during the film the yellow becomes burned, making it black. Then he keeps it that way.
But do you think? I don't know. Do you think they'll do Kingdom Come so quick? I mean, obviously it's a reference to it for sure, but like I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that's just such a not a deep cut. But like, I don't know. I just feel like it'd be Russian stuff if they went into Kingdom Come too quick.
Travis also said Warner Brothers doesn't want their stuff on that laggy app.
That's true.
And then he just said, then they can make a sequel to Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie about tracking down the Cody versus Acme movie.
Yes,
I love it. I love it. I'm so in love with that idea.
Here's what you do. Okay, here's how we get around this, everybody. All right, Disney. And everybody involved, pay attention, all right? Come closer. Here's what we're going to do. Oh, God. We're going to make a sequel to Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Because the first 10 minutes of it is going to be them trying to track down the movie. And then they're going to find it, and they're going to put it in a VCR and hit play. And then we're going to watch the entirety of Coyote versus Acme, all right?
That's pretty smart.
And then it ends, and they're like, oh, we found it. Oh, well, I guess we'll never get to watch it. And then credits roll. And that's how we get around it. There it is. There.
Oh, my Lord.
Come on, Disney. Shove David Zaslav up his own ass. All right. He fucking sucks. Fuck that guy.
Well, also Bob Iger does too, man.
Well, yeah. Damn it. God! What happened to good producers, you know?
Nickelodeon used to have the Looney Tunes on there. Come on. Got a bite at it, man.
We need better people, you know. Chat GPT could run fucking Warner Brothers better than fucking Zaslav.
Hey, they already got Chat GPT to run that Willy Wonka experience.
Hey, don't blame them. The unknown is a beautiful creature, okay?
Eric says, wait no more, a Transformer Batmobile or a Bumblebee Scoob crossover. And says I meant licking it. My phone is just being extra smart and correct. It's all good, Eric, man. It's okay. Travis says, so it's the start of the Buzz Lightyear Star Command movie.
Yes.
Yes,
That's exactly what it is.
Exactly what it is.
Yes, but the better version that has Patrick Warburton as the voice instead of Tim Allen.
That is the superior Buzz to me. Is
Patrick Warburton's
yeah.
Buzz. I mean, I would much rather watch Buzz Lightyear Star Command over Lightyear any day of the year.
Even though
I love Chris Evans. But Lightyear fucking sucked. It was not good. It was not good. And I don't know what happened there.
Hey, get on the Disney store online. And all the Lightyear stuff's like dirt cheap right now.
That's true. God, man, what happened to Disney?
The only reason I know is because our little girl is into Duplo right now, and
she's gotten big into Duplo.
They had the Disney Castle, Duplo Castle, on sale, and I haven't caught it.
It's big. It's a big castle. It's a big Duplo castle. I didn't know Duplo, cute. Like, for the longest time, I didn't know Duplo did big sets like that. I thought that was just a Lego thing.
Yeah.
But here's the cool part. When she gets into Legos, that means I can finally get into Legos.
Yeah.
And all those Super Mario Brothers Legos are going to be mine. I've kept that door shut for years. And now they're going to be mine.
God, I was just like looking at all the prices or the week. I'm like, oh my God.
I'm going to get that NES with the TV
We'll never
build.
have a house.
Let me tell you. Maybe one day. One day. We can build a Lego house.
I remember eating Buzz Lightyear Star Command candies that tasted like sweet tarts. I don't think I ever tried those, man. They don't sound bad.
They sound bad to me.
Yeah, of course.
I don't like sweet tarts.
I know you don't.
It's like chalk. It's like I just need a Tums.
Sprees are the worst.
Well, yeah, fuck Sprees too, and Smarties. Fuck them all.
No.
Gummies or die. All right, give me gummies, give me death. All right, or chocolate, obviously. It goes without saying.
Aw. Hi, Angie.
Hey, Mom.
She says hi, Henry. So
oh, he went to sleep. Hi, Mom. That's it.
Hi, Matt's mom.
I'm your son. Henry's just your grandson. Jeez.
God, Matt.
I'm just jealous of him, okay? I was the first Henry.
No, you wasn't.
Ooh. Ooh.
No,
we better move on before I get mad. It's time for the main topic. That's right, everybody. It's time to talk about Dune 2, Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer, Dune 2.
Travis said, that's not candy, that's Tums with style.
That's great. That's great. That's for real. That's what it is.
I'm screenshotting it. I've got so many screenshots from chat.
We are spoiler free. If this is your first time ever watching one of our reviews, we go spoiler free first. And then when it's time to go into spoilers, you'll hear this sound. Nope. I'll get it one of these times. You'll hear that, and then this will be on the screen.
Oh, God.
And that's right. We want you to call in with your Dune thoughts, everybody.
Dune.
Once we are in spoilers. So, everybody, keep that in mind. I'm going to unmute that just in case. Okay. Oh, wait. No, I better not.
Nope.
Just,
because, yeah.
Because it'll start.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so it's time to talk about Dune Part 2. Not to be confused with Dune
Part 1.
Part 1. This is Dune Part 2.
You know.
I gotta say, so we watched. Let's take it back. Let's take it back to 2020.
Yeah.
2019. I don't know. Whenever the first trailer for Dune came out.
2019, I think.
Yeah, because I'm sure it got pushed multiple times, right?
Yes, it did. It got pushed like 2 or 3 times, if
so,
I'm not mistaken.
First trailer comes out for Dune. Yeah. And I'm like, man, this is the biggest movie that I could not give a shit about. Like, at all. There was no desire in me to watch Dune at all. Like, I had heard of Dune. I was just never really into Dune. It seemed very complicated, and I didn't care. And like, the more and more I saw of it, the more and more I was like, I still just don't give a shit about any of this. Any of it. And then, I don't know exactly when it happened. Maybe it's because it was day and date on Max. That might have been what made it happen. Mm-hmm. But I was like, you know what? Let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
And within like 5 minutes, I fucking fell in love with this franchise. Like, holy fuck. It was, honestly, I can tell you the exact moment. It was when, in the first movie, that's not really a spoiler, but in the first movie, at the very beginning, Paul Atreides is talking to his dad, which is Oscar Isaac. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I forget exactly what the quote is, but he says something like, what if I don't want to lead? Right? Because Paul, like, his dad is like, he's one of the big houses, he's like a king, he rules over stuff, blah, blah, right? And so Paul's going to be the new king at some point, like whenever he takes on the stuff. Very, very general lore stuff, humble beginnings, right? And he says, what if I don't want to lead or something?
Mm-hmm.
And his dad says, you'll still be my son.
Yeah.
Or something to that effect. Like it was very much not what you would expect the patriarchy to say in that kind of situation. Somebody that's, like ruling over, like you would expect him to be like, well, fuck off, kid. Like,
no.
You gotta grow up and give a shit. And he was like, I didn't want to lead either. Like he connected with his son, and that was just so refreshing to see, just like a dad not suck ass in one of these situations, and so like I loved that, and so that brought me in immediately. And then once we get into like the world and just everything else, I mean the visuals alone, my god, but like everything was just so good. And like I didn't understand any of it.
No, I fell asleep during the first half of it, the first go around.
Yeah.
But whenever we rewatched it, what was it, Friday?
So we watched it. Yeah, we watched it Friday, just to make sure we remembered everything.
Yeah.
And it made so much more sense the second time around. And like we actually got to like discuss like breaking it down, which I know there's. I mean, hey, Dune has existed since the 60s. Okay.
Yes.
So
which
like,
we didn't realize that.
I mean, I knew it was old. Like I knew it like predated Star Wars and stuff, but I didn't know exactly like when it dropped.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, we're not going to be saying anything. Let me say it this way: we could be completely wrong with our reading of the materials. Okay,
Yes.
And like that's fine. That's totally fine. I've watched a little bit of stuff about it. I didn't want to watch too much because I didn't want it to color my opinion.
Yeah.
But I did watch Eric Voss's breakdown of like all the Easter eggs and stuff.
I read the cliff notes of the book.
and so like
that really does help, by the way. If you're like not really sure what you have seen with these two movies, just look up Dune cliff notes. That helps you a whole lot.
Honestly, it makes me want to read the book, and I mean that's a lot. That's saying a lot for me because I don't do that.
Well, it even hit me too. I'm like, man, we could go to Mr. K's and get a used book, man.
Or I mean, I've got my Kindle. Like, we can
That's
just
true.
get it, digitally or whatever. Or we could just go to Mr. K's and get it. Why not? And then, like, there's so many, and I've heard that they get all over the place. But anyway, I digress. So all that being said, as we're discussing Dune and our thoughts and opinions on like what it means and stuff, at no point are we trying to say that we are the de facto opinion.
We're the experts.
Yeah, and I mean, by the time the next movie comes out, all of everything we think could be completely
different,
thrown out. Yeah, so, but I definitely just right off the top want to say, if you've watched Dune 2, I highly recommend checking out Eric Voss's recap of the Easter eggs and stuff. I thought it was really, really good. And he definitely goes into more of the lore of the books, which helps. But his take on Paul was really like very different from the way I walked away from Dune 2, and I thought that was really interesting. So as we're talking about it, I may reference his video some, but I'm mainly going to be talking about like our opinions and stuff. So just want to throw that out there.
Okay.
So we finished Dune. Made a lot more sense.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday, we went and watched Dune 2. And from the get-go, it's balls to the wall. And it's fantastic.
Like I told you.
Holy God.
I told you after we got out of the movie, we got in the car, and I said, I knew it was going to be great, but that was awesome.
Yeah. Like, it's so good. Like,
the storytelling was really good.
And dude, it's like Dune Part 1 like is so enthralling. Like you're watching it the whole time, you're just sucked into this story, right? And Dune Part 2 is like that plus action. Like just plus some of like the best like huge battle sequences. And like worm surfing, right? Like I mean, and just like some fucked up religious stuff is also in there. Like it's just it is my shit, man. Like I love Dune so much, and I am shocked Never in a million years would I have guessed I would love Dune.
I remember when the trailer for the first part came out, and he's like, Matt said, I can't believe this crap is being remade. Maggie, we'll watch this trailer, but I want to show you the 80s trailer. Yes. And like, I was like, oh God, yeah, that looks awful. Yes. And so like, Matt had already like
sold you on it being terrible.
This story is gonna suck.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I mean, because all I remembered was just the 80s, and I feel like there's like a miniseries.
Yeah.
That was also like on USA or something, and it was super boring. Right?
Travis said the closest to knowledge of Dune I possess is the music of Sting and the Police, because he wore a thong in the 80s movie. Yeah, and their hair looks wild.
Yeah,
it's like they make that tribe or that house of people bald in these, and like in those they're like all red.
Yeah. Dude, it's so weird. And like in the 80s one, the armor that they wear is like big blocky, like it looks like an N64 game come to life, you know? Like it's it's wild. And honestly,
Tron on coke.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It's like if Tron and the Star Wars like was made by the guy that made Kroll. Is that what it's called? Is that what it's called? The giant head? Like the giant head god thing?
I think so.
So anyway, I don't want to talk any specifics about Dune 2 for anybody that's not watched it. Right, I don't want to give anything away.
No.
So all I want to say is I'll keep it non-plot related, and I'll just say literally every actor in it knocks it out of the park. Christopher Walken does like the most subdued Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
And it's
because I was like, how's he gonna talk?
Yeah, and I mean he's fantastic.
Yes.
Because I mean it's like you can see him respecting the material so much that he doesn't go Christopher Walken on it, you know.
Go New Yorker on you.
But he still kills it. Like he's still phenomenal, you know.
Austin Butler.
Yes, which is like disappears into the role. Like I didn't even realize.
And apparently, if you've watched the first Dune, Skarsgård, his voice coach also coached him, so they have like the same
dialect and everything. Yeah. Wow.
Because I was like, man, he sounds a lot like him.
Yeah.
And then whenever Eric Voss said that, I was like, oh, that makes so much more sense now.
Yeah. God. And then of course, Timothée Chalamet.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just he's a movie star. You know, like he's our new Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks.
Yes.
Like he is just gonna be the person, you know.
These two, and Austin Butler, and I think
and
Florence Pugh.
Yeah,
these are
the future of Hollywood.
The future of Hollywood. These are our movie stars.
Like honestly, man. I mean, I don't want to sell Zendaya short. Like she kicks so much ass.
Yes, she does.
Like not only like is she funny and like loving, like a love interest, and like able to capture that, but she also kicks a lot of ass and like but never loses the vulnerability of her character while also being just a badass. You know. Like I mean she kills it, man. And like I think the thing I can give it the most is that that might be a spoiler. Never mind. I won't say it. I won't say it.
Travis says, I remember the main dude being in a room. Captain Picard walks in and says, hey, we're going to fight. And then they turn into N64 games.
Yep.
And he said he also remembers them running with pugs into battle. A dog sit two pugs, my bad. They won't protect you against anything.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not.
I love that, man.
It's so weird. God. Like, I want to watch it, but at the same time, I don't want to watch it. You know?
I just yell out, the captain, the whole entire time, because that's the main dude.
It's Daisy's dad.
I need to remember his name. That's what I need to do. And he was also the Villeneuve.
He's also in Twin Peaks, obviously.
The villain in the Flintstones movie.
Oh my God. Why? Why, Maggie? Why? God. But I will say, special effects wise, one of the best movies I have probably ever seen. I mean, because not only are the visual effects just perfect.
Kyle MacLachlan.
Yeah.
MacLachlan.
But not only are the special effects just perfectly done, but then like just the cinematography,
cinematography is
everything.
Gorgeous.
There's a whole scene that is in black and white.
Yes.
And it's incredible. Like, but it's not like black and white like
the film is going to be in black and white. It's because
like where they live lacks color.
Yeah.
And it's just insane because like it is the most vibrant black and white, you know, like it's crazy.
But then like when it shows like inside a room on that planet,
there's color.
Yeah. That's weird.
It's so bizarre. Apparently they shot it, and I don't even understand this statement that I'm about to say, but they shot it with, is it our like, no, I can't think of the word, but like the thing that was wrong with their eyes, like in the movie, they can't see like just a certain spectrum of light.
Yeah.
And that's why everything's in black and white. And so apparently they shot it with those types of cameras. Like what you use for like a security camera.
Oh my God.
Like, apparently. Now again, I don't know what that even means, right? Because that sounds crazy. Insane to me. But apparently that's something that they did. I want to say it's IR.
I think you're right. Yeah. Travis said the police should have at least done music for this. He could have done one for the popcorn bucket. I hope someone get my message in a bucket.
Message in a bucket. Don't stand so close to me. That's what Maggie was saying to me when I was holding the bucket.
Yeah.
Did not take the bucket back.
Nope, we didn't.
I'll be honest, I didn't want to eat popcorn out of it. Like, nothing against it. I love the bucket.
Those
honestly,
these 10 buckets, if you wash them and if you don't dry them really good, they rust.
Yeah.
So. And
like, you know, it's a collector's item. You know, look at that. Come on, look at that. Sandworms, so friggin' cool.
Yes.
I don't know if there's anything else I can say outside of spoilers. So, May, why don't you tell us how you felt about it?
Well, I did.
I mean, well, if you had any more, I'll put it on.
I don't think so.
Would you recommend people go watch Dune?
Yes.
Would you say, let me ask you this. Or go ahead.
I can't think of a pun. Go on.
Would you recommend if someone watched the first Dune and didn't really enjoy it? Would you tell them to give this a shot anyway?
Yeah. Because I think, sorry.
I agree.
I think if you try to rewatch the first one,
and
then go watch this, I think it makes it better to me.
Yeah, I would say if you weren't confused by the first one, I don't think you necessarily have to rewatch it. Like they'll catch you up. Like if you didn't enjoy the first one, I wouldn't say force yourself to watch it again.
Yeah.
But I would say still give this one a chance because it is a lot better.
Yeah.
And not that the first one was bad at all. Like I love the first one.
There was a lot of setting up in the first one.
Yeah. But this just takes it like I've heard this comparison by a lot of people, but this really is the Empire Strikes Back.
Yes.
To A New Hope. You know?
I agree.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, for real, and I mean, I don't want to be too quick to say this. This could very well be the best movie of 2024.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say that.
Like, I mean,
this is the best
for
movie.
us. I could see Deadpool 3 coming up above it if they do that right.
Yeah.
But like as far as like just a technical side, like I'll be shocked if anything is better than this.
Yeah.
But I mean, I hope it is. That would just mean we got some really freaking good movies. But I would definitely recommend it. If you've been on the fence, like believe me, I'm somebody. I don't like Lord of the Rings, right?
No, he doesn't.
Like I like things that make you contemplate. I like things that are thoughtful. sometimes, you know.
Interstellar.
Yes. Oh my god, I love Interstellar. But like this really breaks down like Messiah like mythology, you know, and like religion and like what is belief and what is faith. And like if something was false, could it still be real?
Yeah.
You know? And like it's that wrapped inside of an epic sci-fi adventure on a desert planet where people surf worms. You know? And like it's just so fucking rad. It's just rad as shit, man.
Travis Mitchell has made a lot of police puns with Dune.
I appreciate it. I appreciate
like
that.
Dune stands so close to me.
A
Dune, a da. There's a little spot on the Dune today. Messiah in a bucket.
There it is.
He said, and Travis also says, I had no interest in Dune, but hearing this makes me want to see them both now.
You should check it out.
Check it out, man.
It's so good.
It's really good. And like I said before, if you watch the first one, you're like, what in the flip did I just watch? I don't understand any. Just go Cliff Notes, baby, or watch Eric Voss.
Yeah. I would suggest, if you haven't watched either, watch the first one. If you watch the first one and you don't like it, I would still tell you to go try and watch the second one, because it's just much more action, but still a very, very meaty story, you know. But I feel like it kind of keeps you enthralled a little bit more.
And there's things that pay off in the second one, too.
Like, these are one movie.
Yes.
Like,
they were, I
mean, it was one book split into two movies. And, like, thank God, like, normally I'm against that, but it needed the breath to be able to tell this whole story. Like, if they tried to cram that in
imagine what they did
in the 80s one. Yeah, dude, I don't even know how they could do that.
Do they explain why Duncan, Idaho has such an earthly name?
Who's Duncan, Idaho?
I'm trying to remember.
Is there a character named Duncan? Here's the thing about Dune, all right? Because I was like, why the fuck are some of these people, like, there's a kid named Paul, somebody named Jessica, like, why the fuck are their names normal?
It's because they're humans. It's Jason Momoa's character.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. I forgot about him,
yeah. I was like, I know that. I know I heard his name.
Dune takes place not 10,000 years in the future, as one would think, but 20,000 years in the future, okay? Because, like, it's 10,000 AG, which was when the calendar was reset after we hit 10,000 AD. So it's 20,000 years in the technically 18,000 because we're in the year 2000, but whatever. So they are it is humans, like it is us, and like where religion has evolved in this universe, it takes elements from like various religions, and you can kind of like track it back to, like, if you go far enough back, you can figure out where things came from, you know? And so like it's not like Star Wars where it's like it's its own thing. Like there is a piece of this that really feels like it could be our future. I mean, it won't. I mean, I don't think it will be our future, but like it's almost like Planet of the Apes, the original, where like you can see how it got there, but it doesn't really show you how it got there, but like you can kind of fill in the gaps of like how society crumbled, yeah, and like, well, in this case, how they succeeded. I guess
I think we just sold Travis on this.
Sweet.
He says he's like, I didn't know that they were humans. He's like, I have become 10 times more interested.
Oh
in this.
Yeah, dude, it's really good. Please go watch Dune 2 in the theaters before it leaves.
Yeah.
Like, because it needs to be seen on the big screen. Like, I'm usually not a big proponent of like you have to go watch in theaters.
No, he's not.
But like you really should on this. Like, just seeing the giant sandworms is so good, man. Oh my god. Okay, I could go on and on about it, but I think now we should go into the spoilers section. So remember, everybody,
we welcome your phone calls.
That's right. So you can call us at 1-423-403-4162. That is U.S. only.
Sorry, our peeps across the sea.
I think you can, but I think just like the rates would apply and stuff, so just kind of keep that in mind. But from this moment on, spoilers. Now we will be coming back to add it into the ranking, so feel free once this is gone to come back and watch, and see where we end up ranking it. Gee, I wonder where we're gonna put it. But feel free to come back. But from this moment on, spoilers for Dune 2. I can't believe Paul was dead the whole time. Oh my God. He wasn't, obviously.
No, he wasn't.
Okay. So I kind of alluded to this a little bit.
Yeah.
So like one of the struggles I had with this movie, with these two movies, was trying to understand Paul and like the prophecy of him being the chosen one.
Yeah.
Cause like it's fake.
Yeah.
But is it fake? That's where I come from.
Yeah. Because,
like, I think it calls into question the very idea of what a prophecy is. Because, like, growing up, and I don't want to get, like, too in the weeds here, so I'll try to not. But, like, growing up, I grew up in church.
Yeah.
Right. And so there was, we grew up in evangelical churches.
Southern.
Yeah. So there was lots of talk of like the rapture, those kind of things.
I mean, yearly. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I mean, the year 2000, the world was ending for certain, and that was only 24 years ago. I digress. So like the idea of prophecy is just something I've grown up with. Right. And it's like the idea, to my understanding, growing up in it, the idea of a prophecy was something that someone has been shown or foretold, right? So it's not necessarily something they know so much as it's something that they've been given or told or shown, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, of course, they know it because they have the faith in it, right? Yeah. But it's not necessarily like I know who Maggie is. But like if somebody told me 5 years ago that I guess 15 years ago that there would be a Maggie, right? Like that would be a prophecy, whereas me knowing Maggie is not a prophecy. I don't know if that makes sense with what I'm trying to say. Yeah. But so in this, the old grannies, somebody called them
Reverend mothers.
Yeah, somebody on TikTok called them the old grannies. I love that. So
they are.
They're a bunch of old bitches. And so like they over generations have set up this idea of the chosen one to control the planet, as well as I'm sure it goes beyond just controlling Dune.
Because in Paul's vision it shows that he has control over every house. Yeah. Because it shows him at other planets.
Yeah. Especially at the end of the first one. Yeah. Because Zendaya's by his side and stuff. And so, so they like seeded this idea, and like this plays into the whole thing of like them controlling the native people of the planet Arrakis. Thank you. And so, like, instead of trying to take them over and fight them, they seed the idea that there will be a savior, a messiah that will save them and bring about paradise on Arrakis, right? Yeah. And so, like, they, for all intents and purposes, they made this up. But then they made it happen through, like, crossing bloodlines and all this stuff. Like, it's a whole thing. Yeah. But, like... it's pretty simple on the top surface, but like if you drill into it, it becomes very complicated. But so like they made him real, and like he does have the abilities that they said he would, like being able to see the future, being able to sandworm surf and stuff. And so like my question is does that mean it's not a prophecy, or that it's a false prophecy because it happened? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like thinking about those bloodlines and stuff, it just makes me think of like back in the day of when there was like kings and queens of different countries and stuff, and how like oh, we are sending our daughter to this place so that she can marry this guy, so that we can have this in the bloodline. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like that's what it sounds like to me, because like that's given control.
Yeah.
And that's what those old ladies have been doing.
Well, and then there's another wrinkle to this whole thing where the old ladies have magic, kind of, but like the main thing being they can read each other's thoughts.
Yes.
Like they can communicate telepathically.
Yeah.
But then apparently, and I didn't get this in the movie, but apparently they can also commune with each other through time. So like anyone in the old lady lineage can talk to any old lady in the lineage at any time.
Yeah.
So like if you're, from 1,000 years ago, you can talk to somebody from now and like get that information. So the idea is that the people who are seeding the idea of the Messiah back 1,000 years ago or whenever, that they were actually communing with someone from now, and that they were giving them all the details on Paul, essentially. And so like, oh yeah, he'll be able to surf a worm, and
all this
he'll have he'll be modest as a mouse, or like all these things, because he has already done those things. But then they're setting up that prophecy in the past to then be fulfilled by him, because that is who he is.
Yeah.
So like, but isn't that what a prophecy is? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it's like, what makes it not be a prophecy? Is it just because of faith? Like if it's a factual thing, it can no longer be a prophecy. Whereas if it's faith-based, then it is a prophecy. Because I just don't get the difference. Like just because they made it up, but then it's still real. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm making it way more complicated than I need to. You know what I mean? Because like it is, like, because it's a false prophecy is how they portray it.
Yeah.
But it really happened. It's like that painting in Dodgeball of the bull. He's like, yeah, it's a painting of me taking the bull by the horns. It's a metaphor, but it really happened. Like I feel like that's Paul with this prophecy. It's like, yeah, it's a false prophecy, but it's real. Yeah. And so it's like, so is it? I don't know. And honestly, at the end of the day, does that really matter? I don't know.
I think it's just all about how you view it. I don't know. Like, I was very much convinced that Paul didn't believe in this.
Yeah, I'm with you.
That he was not. He even told his mom when she drank the water of life, she's like, no. He's like, no, I am not.
Yeah.
I am not who you say I am. I am not the prophet. The prophecy is a bunch of crap.
Yeah, you all made this shit up.
Yeah. This is all made up, and that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
But then, like, these things that they say, oh, he'll call himself this, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
He'll do this. He'll become one of us.
He'll know their ways.
Yes. And like he does all these things, but like we had this conversation. Like, is he willingly like doing this, or is this hey, he's called himself this,
right? Like, is he manipulating the system for his advantage, or is he legitimately a good person trying to help out this tribe, like the Freeman? And like that's the other thing, is like I took it very much like he is true to them, like when he's learning their ways and stuff. Like it is a very altruistic thing. Like that's the way I read it, right? And then like once he takes the water of life, and like he kind of sees everything, that like he kind of, it's almost like he starts fulfilling his destiny a bit more. It's almost like he buys into the prophecy of himself.
Yes.
Right. And like he believes in himself.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, but apparently it is.
Yeah.
Like apparently the reading is supposed to be that he is not
the hero.
The hero. Yeah. And I'm like, that's hard for me, because like, now, I mean, of course, there is one thing that he does at the end when he decides to take the king's daughter.
Yeah, Florence Pugh.
Yeah, or the emperor, I guess.
Yeah.
To like become the new emperor of
the house.
Yeah, and like I guess that can be viewed as like, oh, he was just doing this all for power.
Yeah.
And revenge, obviously. But like Eric Voss in his video said that like he was playing Zendaya the whole time, that he wasn't actually in love with her, and I just don't buy that.
In the book, it says that he does love Chani.
Okay.
That it's just all a front, but he really does love Chani, and Chani loves him, but like he hurt her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, by
badly.
being with somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very like there's a lot to it. What?
Geek Ledger, what's up?
Hey.
And chat says Stilgar every 2 seconds. The Zon Agaib.
Yeah, I love him.
Yes.
He's like my favorite.
Anytime he did something, I'd look at Matt and I'd start laughing.
Dude, so good, man. And like, I don't know. I really read Paul as like a good guy, and then like after he gets that life water, and then like he sees his sister, and like again that's where it comes in with the whole like being able to commune through the past and present and the future.
Yeah.
Where like because Paul is tapped into the granny time,
the granny time,
the granny force, that that like his sister is able to talk to him from the future, like not through baby sister who still exists.
Yeah.
We got Dapper.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So not like Maggie muted. So not like through like the baby sister that's not born yet, but like through the future sister who will be born. And like I don't know. She seems like a good person in the little bit that we saw. I mean, and plus also friggin' Anya Taylor-Joy out of nowhere. I loved that. I love her anyway. Queen's Gambit. Phenomenal. I know nothing about chess, but that fucking show is fantastic. Oh my god. But yeah, so it's just a very, like, all of that aside, everything about like the prophecy and Paul and like why he's doing things and like false messiah stuff and all that stuff, all that aside, the story itself of just these people fighting against this, impending, overwhelming doom and being able to overcome through like their strength of belief in each other. Like, I think that's awesome. Like I love that. Like, it doesn't matter how powerful, how rich, how many weapons, all these things, like none of that matters as long as this group stays together. But then then I think about all that, and then I remember Paul kind of was flying the flag of his family and like on the worms, and so he really did use the Freeman to fight his battle to become the new emperor guy. And I don't know, I guess he does. I guess he is not great. It's just hard because I do love Timothée Chalamet, and like I don't know, I don't know. And like the way I read it was when he took the emperor's daughter, like, to marry her, like I took it as he was trying to basically bring peace to the families, to the universe, right? Within the system. So like he knows how the system works. He knows that bloodlines matter and all this stuff, right? Like he and so instead of trying to break the system and make it bend to his view of how things should be, he decides to just play into the system and use the system and his knowledge of it to take over it, right? Whether he's an altruistic emperor or if he sucks, it almost doesn't matter. Because he still decided to uphold the system that's been created that he lives in. I know that's a lot. That's a lot that I just said, and I don't even know if I followed all of it. So Maggie just came back. Let's see here. Let me check in chat. So, Geek Ledger. I really cannot wait for Dune Prophecy on Max later this year. That show's gonna go hard. There's a show. There's a show. I didn't know there was a show. I know Dune Messiah. The movie is gonna happen. What is this Dune Prophecy? I'm gonna have to look into this. Anya Taylor-Joy as Paul's unborn little sister was insane. Dude, right? Holy fuck. That was just the best. I loved that. Let's see. I do think we need to see this movie and the story through the lens that the original author put in place. Paul is not an actual Messiah. He's literally a commentary on the white savior concept. That's true. And if you do keep that in mind, I think that obviously that colors everything. But like detached from it, it's hard to not see Paul as just somebody almost bound by circumstances, you know? Like I don't think he ever wanted to be this Messiah figure as much as it just kind of was forced on him. But I mean, and then he did take advantage of it, don't get me wrong. And I do completely agree with everything that Zendaya, and I can't think of her friend, but what they were both saying about how this is just a way they control you. How, you know, they set up this Messiah figure so you won't do anything to better your circumstances. I mean, again, growing up in church, that was very much a way of thinking, like that we were kind of pushed into, of like, hey, you know, shit might suck, but as long as you keep faith, you know, God will take care of things. And it's like, well, no, I mean, sometimes you gotta take care of shit, you know? Yeah. Like sometimes you should just go get a job, and you know, like sometimes, you know, I'm not saying don't have faith. I'm just saying like you need to have faith in yourself as well.
I read up on Dune Prophecy show. Says it's an upcoming science fiction television series set in the Dune universe, created by Frank Herbert for the streaming service Max, focusing on the origins of the Ben Gesserit, an exclusive and powerful sisterhood who undergo intense physical training and mental conditioning to obtain superhuman abilities. It takes place approximately 10,000 years before the events of Herbert's novel Dune, and serves as a prequel to the Dune movie 2021.
Ooh, okay.
The series is produced by
I'm gonna mute you. Yeah. You're fine. Poor Henry. He's like, I don't understand what the hell y'all are talking about. Let's see here. Eric Manuel here. Is Dune done? No third movie, right? Had to step out for a bit, but I'm back. LOL. There is going to be a third movie, Dune Messiah. And my God, it can't get here soon enough. And apparently this guy's waiting to do Dune Messiah. Like, I mean, he might do it soon, but he said he's not worried about rushing it. And I'm like, fuck, man, please rush it. You know? I mean, like, I want it to be good. I want you to take your time, obviously, guy. Like, you know what you're doing. But, like, God damn it. I need this movie tomorrow. Like, I needed Dune Part 2, like, the moment I finished Dune Part 1. And, like, I feel like I need Dune Messiah worse than I need Dune Part 2. You know? God, it's so good. Let's see here. The Geek Ledger, the director, is currently writing the script for Dune Part 3, aka Dune Messiah. It was originally called Dune Sisterhood, and it's a prequel to the movie. He's talking about the show. Yeah, and apparently there's like a Dune, I want to say MMO. It's coming out. Massive multiplayer online game. I want to say it might just be a survival game. It might not be an MMO, but I heard like they dropped a trailer for it or something today. I didn't watch it, but and again, I don't know how much that ties into it. But like honestly, a lot of this stuff about like, you know, working within the system and you know, all that stuff kind of reminds me of, I mean, obviously this is inspired from Dune and not the opposite. So I want to make sure everybody understands. I know Dune came first, so I'm not trying to say any of this stuff inspired Dune. I know it's the opposite, but it reminded me, because of how I've taken it in, of the Matrix, and like the way Neo was like, by the time we get to the end of the Matrix Reloaded, it's revealed that all of this is just a form of control, that the prophecy of the one is not real, that it's something that the machines use to, you know, make the system of the Matrix work, you know, for 99.8% or whatever the hell it is. And like ultimately, they have to use that to then like reboot the Matrix and all that bunch of stuff. But like, so he's able to still do the things that he can do, but because he was created to do that more than he's like a figure who is like, I guess here's my thing. All right. And this might be too much. Okay. This may be too much to discuss. And I'm okay with that. We can totally, if everybody is like, no, I don't, that's too much. Like, I guess I don't know the difference between the chosen one being chosen like magically, or being created as the chosen one. Like, and like why one is seen as proper and one is seen as improper, right? Like Paul was basically, if we're believing everything that we're told by the witches and the grannies or whatever, Paul was manufactured to be the one, right? The chosen one with the powers to see the future and all the stuff that the grannies have, but he's a man, and so like that makes him the one or whatever. So like, okay, there's that, but then like, not okay. Again, pull me back if we got to. But let's think about Jesus, okay? Because like, well, give me just a second, and then okay, you can pull me back. Let's think about Jesus, because if the whole thing is like, well, they crossed bloodlines, they did these things to make sure that Paul or someone, maybe they didn't know it'd be Paul, but that someone would be born that would then fulfill, the everything, right? So like, I mean, that's what happened to Jesus. Like, in the Bible, like they prophesied that like, he'd be, I don't know, it's been a hot minute since I read any of this stuff, but like, like Moses and like Abraham, like, the David and all, like the lineage would lead to Jesus, right? And so like you could make the argument that, well, God manufactured that, so like why is it okay that God manufactured it, but it's wrong that the grannies manufactured it? I mean, if it's manufactured either way, like, is that what's wrong?
I think it's because...
Or is that what the dude is trying to say?
Or maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what he's trying to say. Wait, do I say amen at some point? You can, Eric. You can say amen.
I love it.
I think what it is.
Okay.
With you, which I think with me too, is that
tell me all your thoughts on God.
Please, I'm running on fumes. You distract me. It's gone.
I'm sorry. I thought it needed to happen. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I understand, but I'm just warning you.
Okay. I'm done. I'll be good.
Okay. So, like, I think it's just where we were so heavily involved in church.
Yeah.
And, we didn't think of it that way.
Yeah.
We didn't see it that way.
Like as manufacturing?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think seeing Paul say, hey, I'm it,
Yeah. I'm here to fulfill all of the law.
Yeah. I'm here to just do it all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have war and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I think the Ben Gesserit, yes, did have a plan in place throughout the years.
Yeah.
With all these houses that, yes, will have multiple
possibilities.
heirs, that we will have some control.
Yeah.
And we will have at least an heir in each house that may have the powers of the Ben Gesserit, whatever.
Yeah.
And like Lady Jessica even said, he's having visions.
Which they didn't even want Paul
to
be the one.
No.
And like she was supposed to have a girl.
Yeah. The Mother Reverend just just did not want to listen to her.
So I mean, it's interesting that he's not the one, even though he is the one.
Yeah.
So I mean, to me, that almost says he's more like the prophecy's more real.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Or like if it's manufactured, if it's fake, then he shouldn't succeed.
Yeah.
At what? I mean, to me, that says more to the prophecy being legitimate in the sense of like, I don't know. I guess that's the thing is like just the idea of prophecy. Like, what is the difference between a real prophecy and a fake prophecy?
I think it's. I don't know. I didn't take anything in theology.
Well, I mean, that's okay. Like we're just having a conversation.
I know, but like I'm still having a hard time grasping that, like dealing with it.
Yeah.
Because like a part of me looked at it as, oh hey, he decided to believe.
Yeah, like Neo, he can see the code.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is seen as a good thing, but in this, it's a bad thing.
Yes. But then, like, when you hear it from, like, Eric Voss.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's just doing it because he's not the hero.
He's using it to fulfill his own desires of becoming king or whatever.
Because I think back to part 1. Whenever we start seeing the visions and stuff, and he sees Zendaya, he sees Chani in his visions and being out in the desert and stuff. Like, and even when Duncan would come back, Jason Momoa came back from meeting the Fremen and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like, can I go with you? I mean, even before
any of that,
sabotage happened.
Yeah.
He wanted to go.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was because, I don't think he knew. Like, yes, his mom had told him, like, of the prophecy or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't think he knew himself at that point. I think he just knew, hey, I want to get out there so I can see that girl. That's the way I look at it as. Well, the way I look at it right now.
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean that's the thing about this is nobody's wrong because it's everybody's opinion.
Because once he
except the authors, I guess.
I think once he does find her, that he kind of believes it a little bit more.
Yeah.
That
because the visions start coming true.
True. Yeah.
Which if you really look at it, a lot of his visions don't come true. Like I would say the majority of them don't.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's like that guy that was supposed to teach him the ways that he kills.
Yeah.
And then there's like the shot of him and Zendaya like rolling the galaxy together or whatever, and like probably not gonna happen. And like, Zendaya's face melting off, like that doesn't happen.
No.
And I mean, sure, some of this stuff could still happen.
Yeah.
But like that dude did die.
Yes.
Like so that's not gonna happen now,
Yeah.
So I mean, it's almost like he doesn't just see like the future, he sees like possible futures. And so like I don't know.
Eric thought we was talking about the Chosen TV show.
That's great. Dude, I'd probably watch that if it was about Paul Atreides. It'd be a much better show.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Geek Ledger said, backstory not in the movie. The Bene Gesserit have been engaging in genetic and social engineering for thousands of years. I like that. Genetic and social engineering. I like that.
Okay.
That's an interesting way of wording it.
So if I'm understanding this conversation, not just ours, but like the whole thing, is it to say that there is no real prophecy, period? Like it's all bullshit? Because I mean, I can get behind that. Like if that's what the author's trying to say, like
I think it
totally
is,
fine.
because you got to think of the time that he wrote that.
Yeah.
And like
when Godspell was all the rave.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Like it's just interesting that he wrote this story as kind of like a commentary on religion in a way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And government
on multiple religions.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
And government like taking religion to be able to.
Yeah.
I mean, Eric Voss brought up a huge point of like the fact that the planet what's it
Arrakis.
called? Arrakis, that like there's this holy war.
Yeah.
But like the government is so involved in it because there's just this natural resource, and it's just straight up the Middle East.
Yes,
like it's just a 1-to-1 of the Middle East conflict that's been going on for centuries.
Yeah.
Which is 100% accurate. But yeah, no, I guess maybe that's why I was struggling with it at first, is that I was trying to understand the difference between a real prophecy and a false prophecy, under the idea that both exist. And perhaps in this universe, and I mean perhaps just in general, like prophecy isn't real.
Yeah.
Like neither. I mean, that there is not a such thing as a real prophecy, and that that's why there's no contradiction, because there is only false prophecies.
Geek Ledger said the prophecy was made up by the Ben Gesserit, and they manipulated the culture of the masses to believe in the prophecy, and then created the perfect genetic specimen to fulfill the prophecy. So that's why they keep on crossing bloodlines.
Yeah.
Is to have that perfect.
And that's why Paul ends up being both House Atreides and the other.
Harkin.
Yeah. Because he's got all of it.
Yeah. Which Lady Jessica didn't even know that she was the Baron's daughter.
Which, what the fuck happened to her?
Yeah.
Like when she drank that water, she went like, something happened. She started getting tattoos. Like,
oh, well, I think
like she just get full of herself. Like, or did she start, like, I felt like, like, she shifted.
Yeah.
In,
she
in
did.
That, Like, I mean, she become much more like, I'm going to fucking make these people believe in Paul. And, like, was it just vindictive against, like, the High Mother or whatever the fuck the grannies are called? Because it's almost like when they see each other at the end, it's almost like Jessica's like, yeah, fuck you, bitch. Look at me.
Yeah. And Mother Reverend calls her a Mother Reverend. So.
Yeah.
But like.
So it's all just power.
Yeah.
It's just about power.
Power plays.
Wow.
Yeah. Because Lady Jessica wants to get down to the South. And that's before Paul drank the water of He's like, I'm not going to the South. I'm staying up here.
Yeah.
Because if I go to the South with you.
And see, that's another thing. Is like, if he's like, that's one of the other reasons why I disagree that he was playing the Freeman and Zendaya the whole time, because there was multiple times that he actively fought against becoming like the head of the whatever, like the fact that he fought so much against going to the South because he knew that would lead to this holy war, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of putting on that show just like if he didn't actually feel that way? Like when he tells Zendaya, I'll always love you
until my last breath.
Yeah, like if he didn't really love her, why bother telling her that at like in that moment? Because like she's not happy with him, and like his influence over her is done at that point. And so like if he is just a bastard the whole movie, like and all of this is just a big lie, then I just don't think, I don't know, I don't think that everything makes sense.
I think
if that was the one thought process that he was just an asshole the whole time.
Yeah.
I just don't think that it's that can be the case.
I think things would have blown up fairly more if that was the case. Like if he was being the a-hole.
If he was just bad the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, things would have been 10 times worse.
I feel like he I feel like they would have done a better job of making him not as honorable. Even though like the way he kills the dude at the end is kind of like sly, like he kind of underhandedly finishes the fight.
Geek Ledger says there's some dialogue that's exclusive to the 1984 movie that explains Paul's reasoning of choosing the Emperor's daughter as his wife and not Chani. He says the marriage will be in name only, and Chani will be his concubine and the mother of his children.
Kind of like his dad.
His dad did, yeah.
Interesting.
Because, I mean, remember Oscar Isaac said, I should have married you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because, I mean, and that, honestly, that feels more like royal medieval stuff.
Oh, it is.
You know, like, I mean, that's what they would do.
So messed up.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Huh.
Can't stand that stuff.
Interesting. See, this is why this movie's fucking just fantastic. Like, we can talk for like an hour about about real religion because of this movie, you know? Like, that shit fucking rocks, you know? Like, not only does this movie have a giant fucking worm that the dude like surfs on and like has some of the just best visual effects we've ever seen.
Hey, at the beginning of the movie, we get Skarsgård flying in the air.
Yeah. Like, not only does it have all that stuff, but then it also has you contemplating the role of religion in society and what is the value of prophecy in religion, and can that even truly really be without being a form of control?
Yeah.
And like, that's fucking great. Like, that just means this movie is fucking phenomenal. You know what I mean? God damn, what a film. It's gonna be the best of 2024. I feel it. I can feel it in my nuggets.
Don't say that.
That's from Surf's Up.
I know.
All right, are we?
I think we're done. We're done.
We're about to put Henry to sleep. Talking about all of it. Henry, you're gonna know a lot.
He doesn't want to.
About
Look at his face.
False prophets.
He doesn't want to. Look at that face.
You know, when Belk moved into the mall and took the place of prophets, I used to call it false prophets.
They're owned by the same company.
All right, everybody. That wraps it up for the spoiler section. Welcome back if you're just joining us.
Geek Ledger, thank you for the information.
Shout out to Geek Ledger in the spoiler section. Super helpful, helping us wrap our heads around everything related to Dune. If you skipped this because you haven't seen Dune 2, totally, completely understand, and you definitely should. Watch Dune 2 before listening to that conversation, but definitely come back after you've watched it and give us your thoughts on everything we discuss. It's again, we talk about a lot of things, religion and different things, and so like this is just an open dialogue. Mm-hmm. We're not trying to say we're right or anybody else is wrong or any religion is right or wrong.
I think it's just all about how you interpret it for your own self.
Yeah, but we love having the conversation. So again, we want our comment section to be an open place where people can discuss how they view things like this. I do my best to block out assholes. So if you come in here being a fucking asshole, then you're gonna get blocked, and you won't be allowed to comment.
And the sandworm will haunt your dreams.
Vagina.
No, haunt your dreams. No. Why?
They know why. So, but yeah, I would love to get just, more opinions. Feel free, drop them in the chat. I love this stuff. Chat, comments, whatever. So now it is time to add Dune Part 2 to the Spring 2024 ranking. Currently, the ranking for 2024 is at number 1, Lisa Frankenstein. Number 2, Argyle. Number 3, Madam Web.
Guys, he's already got it pre-numbered for number 1.
I do. I've already moved them all.
Dune 2 is number 1, guys.
It's number 1. It's not even a question. Dune 2 is number 1. And again, I will be shocked if Dune 2 is not number 1 for the whole year. Except for Deadpool. Again, I don't think Deadpool 3 will be a deeper movie than Dune 2, but depending on what they do, I could see it fulfilling that like fanboy stuff more. And so it just depends on how much it blows my fucking mind in Deadpool 3. Dune 2 is obviously the better movie. I haven't even seen Deadpool 3, but I can guarantee Dune 2 is the better movie just because of the thought that it has, right?
It's funny. But, it's funny that I ordered from GameStop last week Deadpool and a Miss Minutes bag.
Yeah. Did you not pick up on that?
I did.
Dude, I picked up on that immediately.
I did not.
Yeah.
I was like,
because the TVA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So should I carry both bags to the movie?
I absolutely should. How about I carry Miss Minutes?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll carry.
You'll carry the crossbody?
Fuck yeah. Who gives a shit? Fuck them.
I love my Deadpool bag.
The Deadpool bag's pretty sweet. All right, everybody. Next Monday, we'll be back again with Kung Fu Panda 4. I have 2 wrote on here. But
it's probably because our little girl's been listening to a Kung Fu Panda 2 story.
Yeah, and plus it's
nightly.
Dune 2.
Yes.
Like, that's also the other thing. But we will also be back again tomorrow night with going back to Smallville, our weekly Smallville podcast, where we watch the entire series week by week, episode by episode. Tomorrow night's episode is the season 4 finale. So come hang out with us as we discuss the second meteor shower to hit Smallville. What a banger of an episode.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn, what a great
good.
episode. Then on Wednesday, hopefully, we'll be back with Super 90s Playback, where we'll be watching some VHS tapes and reacting to those. I actually do have the original tape I recorded the Smallville season 4 finale on. I have that pulled when I found it, so that we could maybe do that one.
Okay.
So yeah, might be watching that one. But yeah, other than that, keep an eye out. We'll possibly be going live again. Other times, just depends. We've been playing with the vertical live stuff, so definitely check those out.
Just want to give a quick shout out to Jeriana, Shawnee 311, Eric, Brandon Heaton, of course Travis. Thank you for the super chat.
Yes,
man.
Travis again. Shout out. Thank you.
Angie, Matt's mom. And Geek Ledger, thank you all so much for being in chat with us tonight.
Keeping the chat alive, we love it. Honestly, it helps really help us keep us
going.
I'm dead. Holy fuck! I just died.
we are
a flatline.
You and we're gonna go bed.
That's right.
We are actually gonna wind up in an actual bed tonight. Your bed and my bed. No couch.
That's right. But that's going to wrap it up for us, everybody. As always, thanks for watching, and
have a hopefully awesome day.
Bye.